We're back on the track now for the A race in the men's 800 metres. And what a lineup this is. Every single man has run under 1:45. All bar Attaoui have run their personal best this year. Attaoui has run under 1:43 when winning the Paris Diamond League, 1:42.73. You have to say the Spaniard could be the favourite here, but this is an absolutely loaded field with a huge amount of really talented runners. On the outside, it's the young Pole, Bartosz Kiklinski. Reduced his personal best to 1:44.77 in Montreal on the outskirts of Paris earlier this month. Here's the German, Alexander Stefanov, even younger at 20 years of age. Swiss athlete Yvonne Pelusa. Pelusa improved to 1:44.53 in Funkstadt just 13 days ago. The Czech record holder, and he's only 20, Jakub Daduška, 1:44.76 in Hengelo, that national record at the start of this month. And Mohamed Attaoui, he's in form, we know that. Francesco Panici, 22 years of age. European under 23, fourth 2 years ago, but he's improving every single week, it seems. Corentin Magnau, 1:44.84 in that Montreal race that we mentioned a moment ago. And on the inside, the European indoor champion, Samuel Chappell, 26 years of age. Chappell also made the final of the World Indoor Championships as well. This is going to be one of the races of these championships if it goes to form.
On your marks.
Well, we had a 54 first-second lap in the B race. I think this is going to be significantly quicker. This could be a tactical race, but I don't think they're going to hang around. And on the outside, it's Kiklinski running very well at the moment. Now it's the dash for the inside, and it's quite bunched. It's Kiklinski coming the long way round, getting in front. He's got the Swiss athlete Pelusi on his shoulder as well. Now Attaoui running very, very strongly over the first 200 metres, coming to the bend, controlling proceedings from the front. The Frenchman, Magnau, on his shoulder of Attaoui. Now he's starting to slow it down.
Yes, Attaoui looking strong at the front, isn't he? He wants to control this one. The Frenchman doing all he can, Manu, to stay on his shoulder, but they're up against it here. And that's pretty quick, 52.07. He's acting as an unofficial pacemaker here, and I doubt if anybody can get past him in this second lap, Phil, because he can wind it up from here. Don't let's forget that Attaoui, with a 1:42 to his name this season, is in supreme shape, in the top 4 or 5 in the world.
And the men I was looking for, like Chappell and Daduška, are a long way back at this stage. Now Attaoui is starting to wind it up. It's coming through. Panici, the Italian, the young Italian as well, as Magnus to drift backwards. Coming the long way round as well, the young, very exciting German Stepanov. But Attaoui is just cranking it up. The only man going with him is the Italian Panici. Madrid challenging, but he's blowing hard. Attaoui looking behind. He's having to work hard down the home straight, but I think he knows the victory is his. And the very first win of these championships for the host Spain goes to Mohamed Attaoui in a championship record of 1:44.01. Come on, cheer for me, says Mohamed Attaoui. And the packed back straight are doing exactly that. Well, he had to work hard. Panici wasn't going to let him have that victory easily. And Panici comes through for a personal best as well. Magnus, who challenged in the early stages of the race, 1:45.06. Daduška, a little bit disappointingly. I think that Daduška, when he looks back at that race, he'll wonder he should have got up there closer to the leaders, but he does come through for fourth place for Czechia. Elisa, who was so strong on the first lap, drifts back just a little bit, 1:45.44. A really exciting race, that. A championship record to the winner, Attaoui. Personal best for the Italian in second.
Championship records in both A races, the 400s for women and men. Championship record in the A race for the men's 800 metres. This is turning into quite some championships. 1:44.01. I mean, a brilliant running for Panici to chase him all the way down the home straight. He challenged him with just over 200 to run, and then Attaoui, the Spaniard, responded and stayed ahead. And he's one of those runners who cannot resist glancing around. He does this in every race, glancing over his shoulder every 10 or 15 metres in the last couple of hundred. It's just that curiosity that will not be dispatched. Coaches would say, keep your eye on the road ahead and keep driving hard. You can't change anything by knowing what's going on behind you. But there it is, look, even approaching the bell, he wants to see what's going on. He's a tough little competitor, isn't he? At only 23. 8th in the Olympics last year. He's got a big future, this young man. One concern I have, I guess, Phil, would be that he won the Paris Diamond League a couple of weeks back, 1:42.73. He's won here today, 1:44.01. The World Championships are about 11 weeks away, you know. You need to be keeping some powder dry.
But we were talking to Samuel Chappell, and he's going to go away for a few weeks to Font-Romeu. I wonder if Attaoui is going to take a bit of a break in the middle of his season. There's the full results, the full 16. The winner of that B race, Samuel Filstrom, coming through in 9th place at the moment. Every single runner in the A race was quicker than the B race, all the way down to 16. But what a marvellous run there from Mohamed Attaoui. 1:44.01, and he brings delight to the Spanish crowd. Panici, what a talent the young Italian is as well. 22 years of age. And I keep talking about the European Under-23 Championships. Well, he's eligible as well, and that's going to be a cracking race in just over 3 weeks' time when we get to Bergen.
I guess this is one of the more predictable races. Attaoui there, once he laid out his stall in the first couple of hundred, then the others knew what was going to happen, and Panici, the Italian, in second with that big PB, 1:44.39. Only had to hang on to the coattails of the Spaniard and hope it would falter. Well, he didn't, because he's well within his limits there, Attaoui, who's run low 1:42s. But a super run from him and the Italian.